name is Libo, and I'm the moderator for tonight's lecture event. We are very honored to have Professor Dugin among us here in the China Institute. It's my pleasure to tell you about Professor Dugin's remarkable achievements, both in academic and in the real world. Alexander Dugin is a Russian philosopher, political strategist, and practitioner. And in loves called himself conservative revolutionist, and he combines his thinking, his actions, and fundamentally innovation Professor Dugin teaches and lost our state published the book on politics, geology, politics, national relations. I asked this about tonight and the political theory. And very interesting. Around the 30 books, there are 4 books on the German philosopher Heidegger. And many of those Professor Dugin's work has been translated into English, such as the Foundation of Geopolitics, Martin Heidegger, the philosopher and the important one, the course I just learned this book has been translated into languages. Let's welcome Professor Dugin to start his first lecture here in China Institute with the title International Relations. You have the floor.
Thank you very much. I'd like to make today a lecture that will include all knowledge of international relations. So that is dedicated to the discipline, to the science, that is called international relations. I will try the course, general course, will have 4 lectures, today first and every week during this month and in December. First lecture is dedicated to international relations as a discipline, second to geopolitics, third to the theory of multipolar world, and fourth will dedicated to the China in all these fields of thought, of theoretical academic thought. But we cannot follow the logic of this course without knowing the basis of this international relations, geopolitics, multipolarity. So you should pay attention from the very beginning, because if you lose something, if you miss some concept or theory, afterwards it will be a little bit difficult to catch the meaning of that. So, first of all, we need to understand that international relations, it is Western discipline. You could ask me, what does it mean, Western discipline, Western science? But now, in the present situation, we should be very careful, because knowing what is the postmodernism, what is modern critics, what is modern anthropology, we should carefully distinguish what is Western, because often the Western science, Western approach tries to impose itself as universal one. It is imperialist aspect of the Western mind. It is racism implicitly present in any kind of Western thought. Western thought is ethnocentric and more than ethnocentric. It doesn't recognize itself as ethnocentric. And this kind of implicit racism is worse than explicit racism. Because Western liberals say, we are defending universal values. When we ask them, what do you mean by universal values, they begin to explain Western values as universal. Individualism, libertarianism, progress, materialism, and no place for metaphysics, for spirit, no belief in soul, on afterlife, and in any senses, that is Western, product of Western civilization, historical product, that pretends to be universal. So, when we forget that international relations, as well as many other sciences, almost all science we are studying in university, are Western, we are losing very important aspects. So we are falling in the trap to regard this discipline, the theory, the science, as something universal. We need always remember, we are dealing with the Western vision in international relations more than elsewhere. More. Because that is Western vision of how the things are. And if we, above all in China or in Russia today, if we consider ourselves the subjects of the history, not the simple objects of the history done by others, we need to always remember this distinction. That doesn't mean that we should refuse Western science, or should resist against Western science, or should ignore Western science. That does mean that we need always remember that it is Western ethnocentric vision. Well, maybe very nice, maybe very bad. We need a kind of theoretical Chinese wall in epistemological field. So when you stop some internet connections on the border of your country, you are trying to make a distinction what is wrong and what is possible for Chinese culture. The same wall we need established in the epistemological field. Next aspect. International relations deals with state as subject. It's very important. In the name of this science, of this discipline, there is nation. Nation, in Western understanding, is political body. So the West thinks in politics in terms of national state. That is normative, after Westphalian peace, normative attitude. So nation is national state. Nation, it is not the people or ethnic group. International relations are relations between the states. What kind of states? Modern states. Modern Western states. First principle is here very, very important. So when we are dealing with the concept of the state, we are dealing with historical Western concept of how political